Ever felt like you're constantly chasing success, but it's always just a little bit out of reach? Well, the legendary business philosopher Jim Rohn had this kind of radical idea about it. He said you don't pursue success, you attract it. So how on earth do you do that? How do you stop chasing and start attracting? Well, let's break down how you can become a magnet for the success you're looking for.
This right here, this single idea changes everything. It's a total shift in perspective from doing to being. See, the focus isn't on what you get, it's on who you become. That's the real prize. And that journey, it doesn't start out there somewhere. Nope, it starts deep inside you.
And that brings us to our very first pillar, mastering your inner world. Before you can achieve anything on the outside, you've got to win the battle on the inside. This is all about your mindset, your attitude, and taking complete ownership of your life.
This is the absolute foundation. Taking personal responsibility it's so empowering. It means you stop pointing fingers, you stop making excuses, and you start asking the most powerful question there is. Okay, what can I do about this? You literally move from being a passenger to being the pilot of your own life.
I love this metaphor. It's so powerful. Your mind is like a garden. So you have to ask yourself, what are you planting in it every single day? Because if you're planting seeds of doubt and negativity, guess what you're going to harvest? But if you consciously plant thoughts of positivity, of confidence, of faith, you'll cultivate a life that absolutely flourishes.
And this little story just brilliantly illustrates the power of attitude. You've got two salesmen, they see the exact same situation. One sees a complete dead end, right? Hopeless. The other sees the opportunity of a lifetime. Nothing about the external situation changed, only their perspective. Your attitude literally determines your altitude.
This quote from Edison just completely redefines failure, doesn't it? It's not the opposite of success, it's an essential ingredient. Each so-called failure is just feedback. It's a lesson learned. It's one step closer to the solution. The most successful people don't avoid failure, they learn from it and they just keep going.
Okay, so a powerful inner world is absolutely crucial, but it's only half of the equation. You've got to translate that internal mindset into external, real-world results. And for that, you need an action plan. This is such a critical question to ask yourself. It's so easy to just chase what society or our parents or our friends tell us we should want. Rohn tells this story about a woman in a high-paying corporate job she absolutely hated. Her real dream? It was to open a little bookstore. And the moment she started pursuing her authentic goal, her entire life just lit up with passion and energy. So how do you do it? Well, it's actually a pretty simple but really powerful process. First, get crystal clear on what you want. Then, and this is huge, write it down. There is some kind of magic in putting pen to paper. Then, you've got to read that goal every single morning and every night to keep it front and center. And most important of all, take action, no matter how small, every single day.
Goals without action are really just wishes. Discipline. Discipline is the steel cable that connects where you are right now to where you want to be. It's about doing what you know you need to do, especially when you don't feel like doing it. As Rohn always said, there are no elevators to success. You have to take the stairs, one step at a time.
If you ever need a lesson in persistence, this is it. Can you even imagine being rejected over 1,000 times? Most people would have given up after maybe 10 rejections, let alone 1,009. His story is just this incredible testament to the power of unwavering belief and the discipline to keep going no matter what. Okay, so you've mastered your inner world. You've got a solid action plan. The next huge piece of the puzzle is your environment, and specifically, the people you surround yourself with. This influence is so much more powerful than most of us ever realize. Take a good look at this number, just the number 5. It might be the most important number for your personal and professional growth. So, what could it possibly represent?
And there it is. This is one of Rohn's most famous and most powerful teachings. Your income, your attitude, your health. Over time, they will all start to mirror the people you associate with most. So, take a hard, honest look at your inner circle. Are they lifting you up, or are they kind of holding you back?
So how do you upgrade your 5? Well, you don't have to just abandon all your old friends, but you do have to be intentional about expanding your circle. Make books your mentors. Actively seek out guidance from people who are already where you want to be. Immerse yourself in environments where growth and success are just the norm. And this brings us to the final crucial piece of understanding. Attracting success? Well, it isn't some project with an end date. It's a way of life.
And here's the key takeaway. You never really arrive. As you can see, it's a journey. The goal isn't just to get to the destination. The real goal is to find joy and fulfillment in the growth, in the learning, and in the person you become along the way.
So let's just pull it all together for a second. These are the core principles. It all starts with taking full responsibility for your life. From that solid foundation, you master your mind, you build a disciplined plan for your true goals, you surround yourself with people who lift you higher, and you never, ever stop learning. This isn't just a list, it's the blueprint for becoming the person who naturally attracts success.
And really, that's what it all boils down to. Success isn't an accident, it's a choice. It's a choice about the habits you build, the thoughts you entertain, and the standards you set for yourself. The power is completely yours, and that journey, it begins with that single choice.